Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Computer Engineering Made Easy, and I am Anindita. In this tutorial we shall discuss how we can display and count the number of nodes in a doubly linked list. In order to display the content of the doubly linked list, we need to consider the variable temp. The temp variable has been declared globally and is capable of holding the address of any node, because the type of the variable temp is struct node star. Now we initialize temp equals to head. In the display function, we first initialize temp is equals to head. This means whatever is the content of the variable head will get copied in the variable temp, indicating that the variable temp is now pointing to the first node of the list. Now we check while temp not equal to null. We find that at this point of time temp is not equal to null. So this condition temp not equal to null is true, and hence we enter the while loop. In the while loop we execute the printf statement where we display the content of temp arrow data. Now temp arrow data at this point of time is 10. Therefore we display 10 as the output. Next, we again execute the next statement, that is temp equal to temp next. When temp equal to temp next gets executed, whatever is there in temp next, that is this 200, will now get stored in the variable temp. That means instead of holding 700, temp will now hold the value 200, indicating that it will no longer point to this particular node, but instead it is going to point to the second node of the list. Now again we check if temp is not equal to null. We find that the condition is true. Therefore we again enter the loop and execute the printf statement where the content of temp arrow data, which in this case is 20, gets displayed. After this we again execute the statement temp equals to temp next. So on executing temp equal to temp next, now whatever is there in temp next part, that is 500, will now get stored in temp. That means something like this will happen, and temp will no longer point to the second node, but temp will now point to the node at address 500. Again, when we check that if temp is not equal to null, we find the condition is true, and again we execute the printf statement where temp arrow data gets displayed. Temp arrow data is now 30, so 30 gets displayed in the output, and then we execute temp equals to temp next. Again, temp next is holding 300, so this 300 will now get stored in temp. After this, again we check if temp is not equal to null. We find that temp is still not equal to null, so the condition here is true. Therefore, we enter the while loop and we again display the content of temp arrow data. Temp arrow data is 40 now, so 40 gets displayed in the output. Then again we execute temp equals to temp next. So currently temp next is holding the value 100. Temp will now point to this particular node. And again we check if temp is not equal to null. We find the condition is true. And since the condition is true, again we execute the printf statement where temp arrow data gets displayed. Now temp arrow data at this point of time is 50. So 50 gets displayed in the output, and temp equal to temp next gets executed. On executing this temp equal to temp next, we find that in temp next we have null currently. So this null gets stored in the variable temp. At this point of time, when we again check the while loop, if temp is not equal to null, we find that the condition has become false, and we break out of the loop, and eventually we come to the end of the function display. So after this, as you can see in the output, we have already displayed the content of the entire linked list that was existing. So now that we have learned how to display the content of a doubly linked list, let us move on to the next problem, that is counting the number of nodes in a doubly linked list. Counting the number of nodes in a doubly linked list is very similar to displaying the content of the linked list. Here, instead of going for the displaying of the content of each node, we have kept a counter C outside the loop, and we increment the counter whenever we find that this condition temp not equal to null becomes true. Finally, outside the while loop, we display the count. Now let us see how the execution works. We have c is equals to 0. So let us consider the variable c initialized to 0. And we also have temp initialized to head. This means we have got the variable temp, which is also holding the address 700, indicating that it is pointing to the first node of the list. Now when we check if temp is not equal to null, we find that the condition is true. So we enter the loop and we execute C++. So C now becomes 1. And then we execute temp equals to temp next. That means the address 200 now gets stored in temp, and temp will now point to the next node. So temp no longer points here, but temp now points to this particular node. Again, we check if temp is not equal to null. We find that the condition is true. So therefore, we execute C++. So C now becomes 2. And then we execute temp equals to temp next. So in temp next, we have 500. So this 500 now gets stored in temp, indicating that instead of pointing to the second node, temp now points to the third node of the list. After this, again, we execute or we check temp not equals to null condition. We find this condition is true, and therefore we execute the C++, and C now becomes 3. And again we execute temp equals to temp next. So in temp next, we now have 300. So this 300 gets stored in temp, indicating that this link no longer exists, but instead we are pointing to this particular node. Now again we check, is temp not equal to null? Condition is true. So again we increment the value of C. So C now becomes 4. And then we execute temp equals to temp next. This means that 100 now gets stored over here, and this link no longer exists. But temp now points to the last node of the list. Again we check, is temp not equal to null? We still find that the condition is true. So we execute C++. C now becomes equal to 5. Now we execute temp equals to temp next. Now if we check what is there in temp next part, it's null. That means temp will now hold the value null, indicating that this link no longer exists. Now when we check, is temp not equal to null? We find that the condition has become false. So the control directly jumps to the printf statement, and in the output we display the value of C. So count is 5. This gets displayed. So when 5 gets displayed, this means that our program is running perfectly fine, our function is running perfectly fine, and we had 5 nodes in the linked list, existing linked lists, and the count that has been returned by the function is also equal to 5. I have made a mistake here. Instead of simply just closing it, we should return the value of C. So just one more statement has to be added over here, that is return C, since the return type is int. So with that, we have learned how we can display the content of a double linked list, and also how we can count the number of nodes existing in a double linked list. Thank you for listening. I hope you have liked my tutorial. Please make sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends, and please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much.